A fire chief from Griffin saved a stranger's life, then he was immediately arrested by the Georgia State Patrol. I remember we covered this story a couple years ago. 11 Alive's investigation of the handcuffed hero got the DA to drop the charges back then, but really that's only the beginning of this story.
Yeah, this was an incredible story. So years later, the hero and the woman he saved are best friends, and as chief investigator Brendan Keefe is about to show you, they're now rescuing our faith in humanity.
This is Rick Rickerson. I'm a retired battalion chief, Griffin Fire Department. I'm on the scene. She is unresponsive, and at this time, I don't think she's breathing.
Rick Rickerson saved a stranger after a rollover crash, but ended up in handcuffs.
We're going for a ride. He's locking his ass up.
A Georgia trooper arrested the hero for refusing to leave Becca Buchanan's side to move his truck.
All I ask you to do is just move your vehicle. And you know, if I leave that patient with two civilians, I understand all that. And that patient goes back not breathing, I opened up her airway to make her breathe.
The retired fire chief watched the Life Flight helicopter take off while he was handcuffed in the back of a patrol car. After bailing out of the Pike County Jail, Rick immediately went to see Becca in the hospital.
He saved my life. I owe him everything.
As soon as your story aired, the charges were dropped that next day, I believe. The next 2 days, the DA called a meeting and dropped all charges.
Now, 4 years later, Rick still refuses to leave Becca's side.
Rick didn't just save your life, he became a good friend.
Yes, he is. He's my buddy.
The crash left Becca paralyzed, but not homebound.
Becca goes all over Manchester in her little scooter wheelchair, electric wheelchair.
Recently, she had another rollover in her wheelchair on the uneven ground between her house and the street. So Rick came to the rescue again, paving the way for her wheelchair.
Quality Paving out of Barnesville contacted me and he said, Mr. Rickerson, it would be a pleasure to be able to help you out with this.
To anyone else, this is just some pavement, but to you, it's freedom, isn't it?
It's such great freedom. I just crank up my chair just because I can and just zoom out of the yard.
The last car Becca owned was the one that nearly took her life. Her wheelchair is the only way she can get to church or to the store.
What would it mean to you if you had like some sort of transportation?
Oh my Jesus.
Wait, who is that?
Who is that?
A white van with purple bows slowly approaches with a familiar face behind the wheel.
Hey, that's Mr. Rick.
I knew it!
This is for us.
Yours.
Oh my goodness. I love y'all.
It's yours, baby.
Oh my God.
Becca's bus.
My wife and I have been saving since last summer for a pontoon boat. You can't compare this. This is something that will change her life drastically. And I just looked at my wife and I said, pontoon boat, Becca's van. And my wife said, how are we going to find a van? Pontoon boat? Yeah, but it doesn't compare to this.
I am so overjoyed. I love Rick and Carla.
Now my mama don't have to drive on the street. It makes me so happy inside.
She'll soon drive again, but for now, Rick is behind the wheel, just as he was in 2017 when he watched that fateful crash. A day when a retired firefighter selflessly traded his own freedom for a stranger's life. Now, far from strangers, they're the best of friends, and both Rick and Becca have been set free.